Alright, so let me tell you guys a story about the only time I've ever been in jail. And turn my phone on silent right now. I was about 19 years old. I think it was 19 or 20. I don't remember exactly. It's been a little while. Um, and I was driving. It was my own vehicle. I worked for a company that had a vehicle. I think it's my own vehicle. Um, so yeah, I was driving along. I rolled through a stop sign. Got pulled over. Got pulled over by a cop that I knew that I went to school with. He was, I think, 4 years older than I was. So in high school, he'd have been a senior when I was a freshman, right? This is only a few years out of high school. I was 19, so I graduated, it was 2 years out of high school, really. Anyhow, that all aside, he stopped me, said, here, got my license, was sitting there waiting. So he gets out of the car and tells me to get out of my vehicle. I think somebody was with me, one of my friends is with me, and puts the cuffs on me and said, "You're being arrested for was it DWI, careless and imprudent, or something crazy," and just totally insane. And my friend that was with me starts laughing because he knew I didn't drink. I don't drink to this day. And it was just completely asinine. The cop that arrested me also knew I didn't drink, but he didn't care. And you see that a lot in small towns. It's more of an ego power trip at that point than anything. So he takes me to jail. My friend that was with me took my vehicle, drove back to his house, so it wasn't sitting there. And then he went over to the jail. And I had to post bail. I think I had enough money in my pocket. I gave it to my friend or something along those lines. Anyway, I got out of jail. And I was sitting there on the bench before I posted bail. They fingerprint you, and you're trying to tell them the whole time, oh, it's not, I didn't do it. The problem is every scumbag criminal says, I didn't do it. I swear on anything, I didn't do it. Everybody says that. That's the favorite line from all the guilty people. And I told him, I said, I don't even drink. I never have. And he said, I'll bet you anything. I'll bet you anything you're making a mistake. They didn't care. Tell it to the judge, it said. Couldn't give a rat's ass about anything else. So I hired a lawyer. Got all that done. Got all that released. I think at that point in time, I had let's see. So that was probably 1999 ish or 2000, right in that area. Probably 2000. And I had a 1987 Corvette, which at that point in time is still fairly, moderately a newer car, right? And got all that done. Assured me everything was good. And what ended up being wrong was there was a guy on the other side of the state in Missouri that had the same name I did. Exactly the same name, but the middle initial is different. How it all stemmed was from the police being lazy, not checking the middle initial, and they put all his dirty deeds on my name, on my social security number. So anyway, the lawyer got it all taken care of. I could not get a change of social security number or anything done with it. So it stayed like it was. And about a year later, I was driving home I remember I had a black Corvette. I don't remember the specs on it. But anyhow, got pulled over for going 60 and a 55. Usually the cop would just yell at you. Maybe he'll write you a ticket if he's a total asshole. And send you on your way. Okay. So, it came back up. I had yet another DWI and battery charges and all kinds of crap, all kinds of warrants out. And I had to go to jail again. Had to call my mom. I don't remember. I think I was working. I can't even remember. I think I was working midnights at that time at the Toyota plant when I worked there. Had to call my mom in the middle of the night. It was like 1 a.m. to come bail me out of jail. She wasn't happy. She didn't. I mean, she knew what was going on from before, but she didn't know that was. She had no idea. Posted bail, got out, had to leave my car on the side of the road all night, and I lost my license. The first time I lost my license because of this guy, until the lawyer got it all figured out, and I still had to pay money the second time, because how it worked out the second time, since they put this guy's stuff in my name, they revoked my license. So I was technically driving without a license, even though I didn't do anything wrong. And what the situation was, I still had to fight and pay that driving without a license, even though it wasn't my. That's how crooked the system is. It's just a terrible system. If you ever been caught up in the justice system in the United States, you know it's an ugly, twisted place. It's a place you like to stay out of. You don't always have the choice to stay out of it, like I did at that point. And so I've actually been arrested twice. Now that I think a little more about it, I forgot how many thousands of dollars in legal fees that turned out to be. That went over the span of a couple years. To my knowledge, that guy's still walking around. And, you know, that guy, I finally got to see a picture of him the second time I got arrested. And he had, like, all the neck tats and just a total hood rat. Just total garbage. And been in trouble all his life, you know, into drugs and beating his old lady and everything else. So, other than that, I've never been in jail. I never actually made it to the jail cell either one of those times. I got to stay in booking, cuffed to the bench, and that's as far as it went. So you guys like to know that short little story. If anybody ever asks, that's what the situation is. I've never been in jail for anything other than nonsense I didn't do. I know everybody says that, but I really didn't do it. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.